Hey, what is up, everybody? Mary NJ08 is here with a long awaited episode of Talking Tunes with Sean. We haven't did one of these in a while, and there's definitely some things to talk about. There's definitely some music news in the talks, as they say. I've been in the recording studio, my recording studio, jamming out some hits with my band and also my solo music. I haven't actually put up any tracks lately, but you should check out that playlist, Sean and Friends in the Studio. It's somewhere on this website. If you check my playlists, it's in there somewhere. I'm definitely due to put up some music. So I'll be doing that. I'll be putting up some tracks. I've been doing, some solo songs. Let's talk about some music news. One that's really important to me is Marilyn Manson just announced that he is done with his fucking masterpiece of an album. He produced it with Shooter Jennings and claims it's his masterpiece. Can't wait to hear this album. I was waiting last year to hear it when it was supposed to come out towards the end of last year. And I know he said, early sometime 2020. And then I guess they had some issues with everything going on, as with all forms of entertainment. It is done now. So now we are waiting for a release. I'm hoping soon. I'm hoping sometime in the summer. Let's check it out. Let's see what we got as far as what the website says. This is Kerrang. Yeah. Wow. Marilyn Manson has been busy in lockdown, from calling up Machine Gun Kelly. Well, that's interesting. And requesting that he cover a Rihanna song. To seemingly finishing brand new album. Wow. To seamlessly finishing has a brand new album. According to collaborator Shooter Jennings on Instagram, not only is the highly anticipated follow-up to 2017's Heaven Upside Down, which I absolutely loved, finished, it's also a masterpiece. In response to Shooter Jennings' comments, Mazza took to the app to agree, replying in the comments, "Finished masterpiece album, and shit is gonna get real." Another word of that I wanted to tell you is that I absolutely loved Pale Emperor. I thought that was, I don't know what it was. It was a different kind of album for him than what I'm used to, but it worked. You know what I mean? It was different, but it's just the kind of album that I could chill to. I always had it fucking playing in the background when I was doing something. I'm hoping that this is like a return to form, like a kick-ass album, like a fucking, I don't know, an Antichrist Superstar album would be phenomenal. But with elements of like maybe Pale Emperor or Heaven Upside Down, that would work too. Or even like Hollywood, the Golden Age of Grotesque. I mean, anything like from that era would work. But I mean, a straight up like Antichrist Superstar with some mechanical animal elements to it would work. I saw Marilyn Manson about, 12 times, 12, 13 times in concert. I've seen him in big venues. I've seen him in little venues. I've seen him in nightclubs. I've seen him in the middle of winter in New York City. I had to stand in like 10 below zero to go see this guy. I've seen him in the summer. I've seen him at festivals. I met him a couple times. Awesome guy. Phenomenal show. Maybe the best stage show, bang for your buck, as far as an entertainer. Just unmatched back in his day. So can't wait for this album. Here's some interesting news. Rage Against the Machine reschedules reunion tour for 2021 with everything going on with COVID-19. Wow, this is going to be kick-ass. This is a band that I've seen multiple times back in the day. I still watch their Woodstock 99 performance. I think that's just top-notch. I watch a lot of Woodstock 99. Man, I was in high school, and that was just a phenomenal concert. But yeah, this is going to be awesome. Zach, Tom Morello, they're like my favorite musicians of all time. The dates are already up. Wow. Playing in New York a couple times, Madison Square Garden. Buffalo, New York. Wow. Wow. I mean, not a bad Detroit. Well, not a bad schedule. Wow. So that's gonna be awesome. And you know what? They're doing the right thing, playing it safe. Definitely would love to see them on that tour. Madison Square Garden is another cool place in the city, which isn't really far from where I live in Jersey. We're almost right by the border. I'm actually, where I am in Jersey, I'm actually near the border of PA and New York, so I got the best of both. I want to talk a little bit about this band before, a couple of bands before I sign off here. Demons and Wizards. I cannot talk about this band enough. I'm absolutely in love with these guys. This album just came out 3. It is their 3rd album. Right now, a lot of people talk about, Sean, what's your favorite album of the year so far? I know it's early yet. There's still a lot of albums coming out this year. There's great albums coming out. And at the end of the year, I have my year-end specials, my year-end series where I give my awards out. I do video games, but I also do music albums. So they like to know where my head is at. Right now, this is the winner. Right now, so far, this album is going to take a lot to beat. I know we have Lamb of God coming out, which I cannot wait. That was another album that was supposed to come out in May, and it's delayed to June. Actually, the same day, I believe, as The Last of Us 2. So what a day that's going to be. Lamb of God, another one of my favorite bands. I met Randy multiple times. He's actually a photographer, and we talk shop all the time about cameras. He shoots Leicas, beautiful cameras. I was in his tour bus one time bullshitting with him, and we were just talking about cameras for like an hour. So we got that coming out, but I mean, right in Manson's album, and what else comes out? Who knows? Chevelle's supposed to come out, Deftones. We got big albums coming out. But Demons and Wizards, what an album. This is an album where I cannot skip a track. This is a super group, believe it or not. 2 of my favorite bands are in this band. Probably why I love this band so much. Hansi Kirsch from Blind Guardian, which is one of my favorite power metal bands of all time. And John Schaefer from Iced Earth. Iced Earth is one of my favorite bands of all time. I was a obsessed, massive Iced Earth fan back in the day. I remember back in the day, it was Iced Earth and Dream Theater I was obsessed with, and Opeth. I was obsessed with a lot of bands, but those 3 was like huge. And this band is just a combination of both, but Hansi is just a fucking phenomenal singer in this album. I mean, to me, nothing against Blind Guardian or Iced Earth, obviously. To me, this fucking album and this band blows every fucking thing away. The only bad thing about this group and this album, it makes everything else you listen to sound like fucking shit. That's how good this is. So this is on the top of my leaderboards. Let me tell you, this is on the top. I can't wait to see what else comes out this year and there's some close ones already. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Awesome album. And another one I want to talk about that comes in close is Catatonia, City Burials. What a fucking album. Let me tell you something. There's some great, like, smaller bands and some underground bands and I've been listening to a lot of Code Orange. I've been listening to a lot of this band called Currents. And a couple other bands that I've been jamming the heck out of. Catatonia, but listening to Catatonia for years. This album is one of my favorites from them. I mean, progressive. Man, you have this fucking album playing in the background. You're just zoning out. I owned about 100 pairs of serious headphones. Anything from Beats. I own every line of Beats. Sennheiser, Sony's, Bose, Altec Lansing. What was the other ones I just got recently? Audio Technica. You put those headphones on, you listen to this album, man, you feel like you're in another world. It just takes you in another, the shit you hear in the background. I mean, it's like one of my all-time favorite bands of all time, Tool. It's kind of like that atmosphere. What an album. What a group. And also, another album that just recently came out, one of my favorite bands, is Trivium, What the Dead Men Say. Great album. Another album that's climbing up my ranks for album of the year. Trivium always kicks ass. So there's great stuff out this year and great stuff coming out, and I can't wait to see what else is coming out. I know, an Ozzy's album, Ordinary Man. I've been fucking jamming the shit out of that too, so it's gonna... And I'm not just talking metal too. I listen to a lot of rap as well. Eminem's got his one. There's great albums out this year of all genres. This is just metal. But what I do is, I usually don't separate my awards at the end of the year. I just usually do album of the year, and any kind of genre could be in that poll. You can watch mine from last year. I had like Tool in it, Slipknot, Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift. I mean, it's all fair game. It's all music to me. I own about, I don't know, close to 100,000 CDs, and I do a lot of music pickups. My binders range from the Beatles, you flip the page, Cannibal Corpse, you flip the page, Slayer, you flip the page, Rod Stewart, Elvis, Between the Buried and Me. I mean, it's all music to me. It really is. I don't see any different. So, classic rock, progressive, metal, 80s, love it all. I can't wait to see what else comes out this year. So far, there's some great music, and I'm super pumped to see what else comes out. But like I said, those are my favorites so far. They're going to be tough to beat. And that is Talking Tunes with Sean for this episode. Take care, everybody. Until the next episode and next video, I'll be seeing you guys again soon. Take care.